Honk. The honk that brings us in as ever. What's going on, everyone? Welcome, Evernuts. Welcome, everybody, to a Thursday night stream. It is right now September 26th, 2024, in the year of our Lord, etc., etc. And I hope everyone is doing well and is looking forward to the awesomeness known as Unlimited Adventures, Forgotten Realms, Unlimited Adventures, D&D, Forgotten Realms, Unlimited Adventures, The Realm, Baltron's Beacon. I think I had enough colons, dashes, and hyphens and all that other kind of stuff that's a part of that. So hope everyone is doing well out there. I am excited to be with you once again and playing more of this awesome game. But before I get there, just a couple of reminders. If you haven't done so already, please follow the channel. That is always appreciated. You can check, of course, and always be part of my YouTube channel, which is !ArvTube. And if you're watching me over there, welcome, and please consider checking us out on Twitch as well. I should say that we have increased our record. We're now up to 1,065 subscribers on YouTube, which is awesome. I want to keep pushing there because that definitely makes a big difference. I am super excited about all that. Super excited about the YouTube progress. So definitely please join us over there as well. And as I say, if you can sub to the channel, that is very much appreciated. Discord is !ArvCorb. You can hang out with the Arvanauts in between streams. Twitter is !ArvTweets. Blue Sky, !ArvSky. Website is arvaneleron.com. And don't forget, while you're there, Hearthglow. I actually just had a chance to listen to the final episode of Hearthglow that we have so far from that we did from a few weeks ago, and I'm going to be recording the long form file tomorrow at the Klein Memorial Auditorium with a new long form vid that is going to be happening tomorrow with C.S.C. Cooney and Carlos Hernandez and Adam Petrosino and Zach Clay. So that'll be happening tomorrow, and then that'll start getting posted next week. So you'll definitely want to check out more of Hearthglow. You can find that on the Arvan Eleron website, and you can also find, of course, I should mention, not on the website, but on my YouTube, you can also find a link to Gen GMs, which is the show that Zach Clay and I do with this show that we do with like GM tips and things like that, which has a bunch of long and short videos, and we're going to be doing more of that coming up soon. So yeah, we've got that going up as well. In fact, as I read a note for myself very quickly. So yeah, that is going to be super cool. Please join us over on Gen GMs also. On the financial front, !Arv Shop, that is the merchandise area. Arv Treon is the Patreon, currently sitting at $14,100 per month. It looked to me like we just got another patron in there just within the last 24 hours, but I really do not like how Patreon sort of how they display. It's very hard to figure out exactly what the numbers are. I know that we have a number of people that are part of the Patreon. There are a number of people who are sort of free patrons, and then we have some who are paid. And it's hard to tell which are the paid and which are not sometimes because of the way they do the money. It's confusing. Anyway, we have at least 14 and maybe 15 with a little bit more money. We may have gone over 100 now to 105, which is great, but I need to double check because I don't fully understand what the thing is telling me. But in any case, Patreon gets you some cool stuff and really is the financial backbone of the channel, so that is really good. And subbing to the channel is great as well. Those custom sub badges and emotes to use here, there, and everywhere across Twitch. That is also a really good thing. And on the publishing side, !Icarus, my graphic novel from Athos Arts. !Library, that's my Tales and Tomes in the Forbidden Library, my 5e adventure and sourcebook from Alligator Alley Entertainment. And !Greyshade. Very excited about this because Greyshade, Renegade, and Heretic, which are part of the Grey Assassin trilogy. That trilogy is now complete, and it's available from Athos Arts at that link. And I can't speak about this yet, but I got some very good news about an upcoming promotional piece, I guess I'll put it that way, about Grayshade. When that goes live, you folks are going to want to know about it. I'm super excited about it. Actually, it's kind of a big deal, so I am pumped up for that. But I will talk more about that when I'm at liberty to do so. But that's one thing I'm excited about. The other thing I'm excited about is the audiobook of Grayshade is available to you from our very own Trent Sparks from Athos Arts as well, and the tabletop role-playing game. I just spoke tonight. One of the reasons it was a long day at work is that I was speaking to my good friend Brandon O'Brien, who is, of course, also a wonderful poet and a wonderful writer and a wonderful game designer from Trinidad and Tobago, and super excited about the fact that we have now got one major part of the Grayshade RPG done, and the other one is going to be done very soon. So I'm super pumped about that. It's going to be really good. I have been reading it, and I'm super excited about it. So if you want to pre-order that, and you should do so, and that's going to be coming out late this year, early next year. So definitely will want to check out that because it's, like I say, it's going to be amazing. I cannot wait to have that released into the world. And last but certainly not least, exclamation point BLM, Black Lives Matter. Very important to affirm and assert the significance and importance of Black lives. Exclamation point Help Now, the World Health Organization page on suicide prevention. Important to reach out to others when you need help and reach out to others when they need help as well. And exclamation point Ukraine, UKRAINE, to help the people of Ukraine as they fight back against an illegal and illegitimate war with bravery and courage, and send the message we will do so for others in the future in a similar situation. Quick note on scheduling. We've got this going on tonight. I'm going to run until probably about 1:15. I can't go any later than that, unfortunately, because I have to, tomorrow, I've got some prep that I have to do for Hearthglow. I also have a little bit of teaching-related work that I have to do. And then on Saturday, we have got Eberron, Oracle of War, probably... I don't know if it's the conclusion of Stonefire. It may be. It's going to be either one session or two more sessions, this and one other, which will conclude Season 4 and move us into Season 5. And Season 5 is the next to last season of Eberron, Oracle of War. So we are making great progress on that. And I am super pumped for where this campaign is heading. We have some big plans for it in the new year as well. So you will definitely want to check that out. It's going to be a good time. And there's going to be stuff going on in October even related to it as well. So that's what we've got going on there. So let me turn off that and let me turn on this. There we go. Oops, turned the wrong way. Let's move that over. That's like that maybe. How about that? Is that more like what we're looking at? There we go. Hi, everyone. It's good to see you all. I hope everyone is doing well and is looking forward as much as I am to the stream today. It's going to be a good time. Let me just quickly text my daughter about something. Let's see. Hold on one second. Okay. Right. So there's that. Let me get rid of that and that and that and that and that. Okay, good. Right. Lovely. All right. All set. So yes. So I'm very excited for that. So thank you. Basically, is the short version of this is thank you everybody for those of you. Sorry. 1 second. Oh my God. I hate swipe on I don't know if anyone's ever used swipe, which is basically instead of typing on a phone keyboard, you use your finger to kind of swipe the construction of the words. And it sucks, but it sucks slightly less than having to type it out normally. But sometimes I'm just like, oh my God. The old days of, there was one of my old phones a long time ago was an HTC Tilt, which sort of went to you move the screen up and then you tilt it up, and then there was like an actual physical keyboard. Man, I love that thing, but we are well beyond that in these days and times. Okay. Right. So, yeah, you talk about the tilt. You talk about the tilt. Is like, are you talking about me? If you're talking about me, thank you. This is I've got my teaching, or what's left of my teaching outfit today. But thank you, Echo. Oh, the HTC tilt. Yeah, it really was, wasn't it? It really was. I like the HTC tilt. It also felt very sturdy. You know what I mean? It was like a very like, it was a big phone, like it was like a kind of a bulky phone, but I always thought it felt very sturdy, and you just like flip them and type. It was pretty cool, but it was one of those things where I knew that like the physical keyboard on the phones was just not, it was not going to last. It was like too like cost effective to do the rest of it. So that's why that was there. Let's see. Okay. So yes. The HTC Desire. I vaguely remember that. Vaguely. Not entirely, but I vaguely remember that, Echo. And of course, there were different names too for the keyboard. There were different names for, sorry, not the keyboard. There were different names for the phones, depending on Europe or the US too. Sometimes they actually had different names for them, which could be even more confusing sometimes. So, all right, so here we are. We are ready to play some Limited Adventures. So last time we have leveled ourselves up considerably. We actually have some very solid armor situation now. And so we are now in a very good position armor-wise and level-wise as well. So, okay. There we go. Baltron's Beacon. And we did a lot of cool stuff and are now ready here, including White Plume Mountain for this. And as you can see now, for those of you who have been with me for a while, look at the freaking magic of this AC. Like, I can't even imagine. I can't even tell you. Like, from where we were, where everyone was like trying to barely stay alive and they're all glass cannons. Look at this. Echo Alpha with the -3 AC. Hillness with the -2 AC. Effect Life with the -2 AC. We have Nonstop with the 0 AC, Shadowed Mage with the 0 AC, and Arcanus Bot with a 1 AC. This is much more believable in terms of AC stuff. And of course, the levels. We have a level 7 Cleric, Arcanus Bot. We have a level 6 Paladin, that's Echo. We have a level 7 Magic User, that's Effect Life. We have a level 6 Fighter, that's Hillness. We have a level 6 Ranger, that's Nonstop. And we have a level 7 Thief, and that is Shadow Mage. Also, I don't know why it says Chaotic Neutral, because that is like arguably my least favorite of all time. I hate Chaotic Neutral. I don't remember saying that. I'm pretty sure I said Chaotic Good, and it somehow transferred that over as Chaotic Neutral. It's no big deal, but like, I'm positive I originally said Chaotic Good. I do not like Chaotic Neutral. I do not like it, Sam. I am. But anyway. All right, let us begin adventuring. Now, one thing I have to do right now before I go any further is I have to adjust, because this is 100% not the way that I want the order of things. So I want Echo to go up there. I want Echo in front here. I want Hillness, there we go, to go up in second. I want Arcanus Bot there in third. I want Nonstop to move back to there, and I want Shadowed Mage. I want Shadowed Mage moved up here, so we've got Effect Life there, Shadow Mage in the middle. This is the way I want these things. You are the tip of the spear. I do not deny it. That's absolutely true. No. Okay. Now, let me search. All right, there we are. There we go. All right, so we are here. So right now, we don't have anything in particular except that we came here so that we can speak to the people about getting something, these 3 artifacts, I believe it is, or 1 artifact or some artifact, some magical item that we're supposed to get for this sage. And we read a piece of paper that said, oh, you should come here, and then we'll find it. So that's what we're doing. So we are here, and we are going to speak to the sage. You knock at the door, but there's no answer. Interesting. Okay. The door abruptly opens and the ancient sage steps out onto the covered porch. Okay. Welcome, welcome, brave adventurers. By the look of you, I see you've traveled a great deal to seek employment. Ah, I see you have one of my advertisements. Okay. Who would have thought those ravens could travel so far? I did want my notices spread about, you see, and as Crackle and his flock were willing to work for chicken feed. His name is Crackle and his flock. Enough. I know you haven't come all this way to listen to the ramblings of old Demetrios. It was the gold, eh? The gold that caught your fancy. I mentioned it in my flyer. Oh, flyer. Rangers with notices. Ha ha. Oh, woo. That's right. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what it's about. That's funny. Yes? Oh yeah, this guy's a laugh riot, let me tell you. Well, I see your patience is strained just now, and as you've come so far, and as no one else has shown up, well, we should get right to the heart of it, eh? Eh? Demetrios locks his door and teeters over to his rocking chair. He invites you to be seated, although no chairs are available aside from the rocking chair. The old sage seems not to notice the oversight. Is one of you perhaps a student of metaphysics or theology? Oh, too bad. I do so love a rousing discussion. Stay a while and listen. I have spent my life studying minor deities, their followers, and why some men are attracted to one or another. Interesting study, to be sure, to an old graybeard like me, but not terribly practical to such folk as yourselves, I'm sure, eh? Eh, or is it? No? Well, then. About a half-year ago, news came to me from the south. Horribly disturbing news. Ah, but you're strangers here and don't know our history. Just have patience a bit longer. All this is really quite important. Okay. Perhaps 100 years ago, the evil cult of... I hesitate even now to speak the name aloud. It was the evil cult of Tim. No. It was in Arthamene's day when they arrived, led by their high priest, Oyos. Ah, but you must have it all if you are to know what you face. Oyos sought leave for his followers to build a tower on a small hill amidst the vast trackless swamp that lies to the east. No one knew then why they desired to settle in such a desolate place. Nor did we know then what evil rites they practiced there undisturbed. But several of our youths who were drawn to the cult out of curiosity or boredom escaped to tell of the terrible black flame. Its flame, when touched to a living creature, burns cold and drains the victim's life force. Worse still, once the flames begin to burn upon a victim, no normal means can extinguish them. Bozor, our Lord's youngest son, was one of the youths drawn to the cult of the black flame. He was not so fortunate as the other disillusioned ones. The boys who escaped told a horrible tale of how he was consumed by the black flame that does not burn, rolling and writhing upon the ground until only an empty husk was left, with not a mark on him. Oyos laughed, the boss said, and bade them heed the example of what happens to those who break faith. But Oyos had gone too far. 2 of the bravest boys managed to slip away while all the congregation were gathered for some despicable ritual. When our Lord heard their tale, he gathered his fighting men and called for all his vassals to send troops. Soon a great army gathered on the plain below the Lord's stronghold. This is very involved. The common people came too, bearing pitchforks, scythes, whatever they owned that would serve as weapons, for they had also lost sons. They all marched off through the swamp, a force so large that even Yis the Old, whose domain it is, feared to confront them. Yis the Old. But Oyos must have received warning, for when they arrived, the tower was abandoned. They must have used some arcane knowledge to make good their escape so thoroughly. The rooms were stripped bare, and nothing of value was found there. Nothing except 3 boys of the village, drained and lifeless. A warning, some said, not to pursue Oyos and his minions. One of those boys was Enrix, my own son, my only son, my dear poor Enrix. Well, onward. Since that day I've studied all I can learn about the cult of the Black Flame, but they seem to disappear without a trace. No word of them was heard until just a month ago. In my long life I have traveled only a few miles from this little village, but news comes to me. The sage Oramaxes, who lives far to the south, knew of my interest in the cult of the Black Flame. He sent word that it has surfaced again in his country. The new high priest is not content to use the black flames to control his own followers only. He has found a way to use them as a weapon and has begun to gain power in the land, leaving only the empty shells of those who dare oppose him. This seems bad. For many long years I have feared they would come again. Now Oramaxes, the friend of my youth, has begged my help, and for that I need you. I have developed a formula for a potion that can extinguish the black flames, but the potion is useless without one ingredient, furlough seeds roasted in the source of the black flames. Here is a bag of them. The potion does not require many. I think that one source of the black flames lies within the temple of the flame, in that long deserted tower in the swamp. Wait, you want me to go to where the black flame is? Our army never found the temple, and none from the village have gone back there since. It is an accursed place. Someone has been living there, though. A powerful magic user named Baltron took up residence about a year ago. His purpose was to conduct some arcane research in an out-of-the-way place with a damp, boggy environment. He passed through our village, discovered he could not hire porters or servants to live in that place for any amount of gold, and left immediately. He's not been seen or heard from since. Demetrios shifted in his seat, remembering the wizard who had passed through the village. Several months later, good God, man. As you know, Bob, we got a lot of freaking stuff. Several months later, an eerie green light appeared in the marsh, shining onward from the old tower and disappearing into the sky. I see by your sidelong looks that you have seen it as you approached our village. You could hardly have missed it. It is visible for miles, particularly at night. No one knows what happened to Baltron, but I sometimes speak to those who live near the marsh, and they say that the lizard men of the swamp worship the green light. Rumors abound among the common folk, of course, but I shan't bore you with baseless gossip. Only take the seeds to the tower, roast them in the black flames, and return them to me. There's sure to be gold for you if you can find the cult's secret temple. They cannot have carted it all off in their haste. And Baltron, it is said, could have paid servants any amount had he found some willing to follow him. His treasure is doubtless still in the tower. Your road lies to the east through the great swamp. You cannot fail to find your way. The beacon will guide you by night. Go now and swiftly return. My prayers will be with you, brave adventurers. Demetrios stands from his rocker and returns to his door. Unlocking it, he slips inside and closes it behind himself without another word. From within, you hear a bolt slide shut. You are left alone on the doorstep of the sage Demetrios. I need to knock again. I'm sorry, I didn't quite make... Could you go through that again? What was that? All right. Okay. So he said east. From the village, okay, so you got equipment, so you got this, find a room. Okay, we're all good with all of that, I think. So set out for Baltron's Beacon. To reach the tower, you must first journey 30 miles from the nearest habitation and then pass through 20 miles of a vast swamp. Delightful. While traveling, you learn of several thousand lizard men who dwell in the swamp. The followers of King Yis the Old, worshippers of the green light that guides your way. The water level of the swamp itself ranges from a foot to 20 feet in some places. You move carefully and slowly, prodding before you as you go. All about you buzz insects, and frequent tracks tell of denizens. Not all the creatures in the swamp are lizard men, or naturally occurring. You stand near the edge of completing your journey to the beacon. Miles behind you is the edge of the swamp, and mere miles ahead lies the ruined tower. Many paths wander about through the swamp ahead of you. All meander south after an extent, but not all will let out on Baltron's Beacon. You step carefully forward. All right, we're going to save this as J. No. All right, let's see. So this is... All right, so we have to find our way. You find yourself scratching a wound that you did not notice before. The mosquito that bit you is long gone. I'll bet it is. Fluttering sound causes you to duck, but the bird that startled you passes by, harmlessly vanishing into the canopy overhead. Yeah, I know, right, Echo? Good use of that emote. Good use. You prod into the water around you and have one of your friends scale a tree to shake out anything that may be lurking above. After 10 minutes' time, you're convinced there's nothing of interest here. Okay, well, at least they actually... Oh, a massive constrictor drops in the trees. It's deadly girth flashing out to enwrap you. Deadly girth! Oh. That's the deadly girth. Okay. That was... Thanks, bro. You climb onto a piece of dry land. Looking about, you believe that you could defend this place if need be from the horrors of the swamp. Would you like to make camp and rest here? No, but I'm glad to know that we have a safe area. That's very cool. Save map. Okay. Camp, save. J, no. Exit. Okay. You stop for a drink, swiping away a thumb-sized spider from your pouch. The swamp stretches on in every direction from where you stand, with no sign of dry land. At this moment, the beacon seems as far away as it did at your first step from Demetrius's home. You pause, suddenly aware that there are too many shadows following you through the swamp. Turning about, scanning the area around you, you find nothing is casting these horrid shadows. Oh, no, is it actually shadows? My shadow's only one that walks beside me. Hey, what's up, Tom? How are you? Welcome to a Baltron's Beacon and the Battle of the Swamp. There we go. No problem. Didn't get hit by anybody. Oh, yes, I did actually see that. There's a lot of good ones there. The one I would have no interest in personally would be It, and Harry Potter, meh. So it basically would be, for me, Lord of the Rings would be one. Batman Nolanverse that you chose as first, I would put second, but they're both great. And then Dune would be good, too. Yeah, that is pretty cool. So the quest is... Okay, so let me see if I can summarize, Tom. So we met with Demetrios the Sage, and what he told us is, like, we were entering this flyer. So they had this is this old sage who, long time ago, they found these details about this spell called the Black Flame, which is this thing that basically was this terrible black flame that would burn its victims without leaving a mark on them, but it would, like, basically consume their souls. And there was no way to put it out by normal means. And a lot of people, including his own son, ended up passing. As a result of this, ended up being killed. And so he has spent his life and has now successfully made a formula to create a potion to counteract it. But to use it, he has to use these special seeds that he gave us a bag of seeds, you can see it right there, that you have to put into areas where the black flame burns. And he said a place where they burn is the Temple of Flame, which is this terrible, evil place that we know about. And so we have to actually do this. We have to do this quest, bring the seeds there, turn and bring it back. And I'm sure that there's going to be in no way anything that's going to have an issue down the line. I'm sure that would not be the case. I'm sure there won't be any problem. You cut down a stand of weeds to make your way deeper into the swamp and find yourself standing down on a clutch of cracked and abandoned eggs. Whatever creatures were born here are long gone. A snake slithers away from you, startled by your presence. You see a deadly gold pyramid tracing down its back. A humanoid creature shambles into view before you. At first you take it to be some sort of zombie, but it bristles with sharp quills as if its entire body is pierced with countless needles. It stares at you for a moment, its heavy-lidded eyes almost seeming to contemplate your presence in its swamp. And then it quivers, a spasm rises through its entire body, ending with a sharp jerk. Needles sail through the air, washing over your body in a deadly spread. Ow! Ow! I'm facing a massive porcupine. Yeah, I know, right, Tom? Needle Man. Goodbye, Needle Man. You draw back as a tree branch arcs toward your face. Behind you, Eka Alpha X5 shouts in surprise as roots curl up to entwine boots and earth. Weapon ready, you scan about for the coming battle, but it quickly becomes evident that it is nature itself that has become animate. All around you. Oh no, animate nature! Uh-oh. Oh, it's a willow? It's literally a willow. Hey, what's up, Taiwan Tim? Your secret druid would not stand for this. Yes, but as a paladin, I don't feel like you have the same issues. Okay. Okay, goodbye. I like that the willow also makes that same sound. Everyone, all of these creatures all do the oh wait, what is that? Wait a minute. Algoid? The hell's an algoid? He surrenders? I would surrender. Use the axe. Cannot worship the goodness without expressing gratitude for the nature we wonder within. I mean, that's fair enough. I just never got the impression that, I didn't think that paladins were as much a big on that score. I mean, I'm sure that, they like it fine. It was a little weak. Okay, that's fine. You're not like most paladins. Okay, well, I'm not like most paladins. Yeah. Slick long snake slithers from the swamp, tongue flicking between its venomous fangs. You shout a warning to your friends as the serpent quells to strike. It's going to be all the way over to the right. That's what's going to happen. That's how this goes. Poisonous snake? No. Ah! Massive frogs, easily the size of full-grown men, rise up from the depths of the swamp, staring at you hungrily. All around you, the swamp has grown still, except for the low, growling rumble of the frogs. A tree-hugging paladin. There you go. Oh, we got some frogs here, huh? Okay. Ah, shoot, I was afraid of that. Dead. Nice. All right. Hit him right in the rivets. Know what I'm saying? Yep. All right, well. Rustling from the brush blanketing a mound of mud and stone. From within the mound come the sounds of shrieking beasts, and an instant later, giant weasels explode from their lair. Oh my gosh, the wandering monsters. It's literally giant weasels. Okay. Let's see. Guard. Guard. There we go. Great success. So far, this has been fine. It's just there's a lot of them. You hear a rush of air and then a sharp sting. Ow! What the frick is this? Measle? Measle. Lizard men emerge from the swamp on your left and right, rising from pools of standing water with crude weapons in hand. Well, maybe we're getting some progress here. Dead. I think I should be able to deal with this without those guys. Can't believe you're making me pull out my flail +5. Ugh, immediately a miss. There we go. Really? Really? Interesting line of sight issue. Arcanus bought the tank. I mean, he does... They do have good armor, in fairness. Arcanus bot does have good armor. I did not give you permission to leave. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's all right, though. Oh, look at this stuff. None of which I'm going to take. No, I do not. Okay, let's see. Arcanus bot. Actually, wait. Echo Alpha, it's time for you to lay on hands. Lay on hands on me. Lay on hands. Woo-hoo. Okay. And yeah, I know I can fix that. I know I have flail equipped, but it's not a big deal because I'll figure that out. Oh, you mean from before? Whoops. Oh my god. No, that was just a matter of the targeting because I did. Oh no, you know what? You're right. That must have been why. Yep, you are correct. Oh well. You find a crude spear thrust into the mud. The slithering runes carved into the sides of the blade bring to mind the lizard men of whom Demetrius spoke. Okay. Nonstop stops you, pointing to a track. It's one human track on a raised mound of earth in the depths of the swamp, but it's fresh and clearly humanoid. Still, the foot that made it would have to be 4 times the size of that of a grown human. Oh, that's great. One of your friends looks to you discreetly, steps closer. Lizard men are tracking us. Oh, thank you, Taiwan Tim. Well, then you were in the right spot because I like games like this too. Although I do play other RPGs as well. I will say that. And I play a lot of tabletop games on this channel also. So, but if you enjoy role-playing games of all different types, including some retro stuff like this, and if you like tabletop role-playing games, and if you like writing and fantasy fiction type stuff and awesome community, which I think we have the best community on Twitch, then you've come to the right place, and I'm glad that you found us. Okay. Let's see. Lizardmen are tracking us. I've seen them in the distance from time to time ever since we left the others in the swamp. All right. Well, then you're in the right place. You are in the right spot then. And welcome. You pause, scenting the air. Your friends look back at you equally confused. Is that the smell of cinnamon? Cinnamon? Let's go. Cinnamon buns? Lizard men erupt from the swamp. Do you have cinnamon buns? Have you... Whoa. It's a lot of cinnamon buns. Nice. Nice. Damn it, stop hitting my... Stop hitting effect life. Always the same with these guys. Oh my god. Yeah, I know, I know. No, no, no. There we go. Well, so what do you mean about how do you create it? Or how do you make it? So this is Unlimited Adventures. So Forgotten Realms Unlimited Adventures is a gold box game. This particular module is called The Realm, and The Realm combines a bunch of other little mini adventures, including things like this one, Baltron's Beacon. And Baltron's Beacon is a big part of, excuse me, Balkan's Beacon is another adventure that's sort of on the realm. So you wander around this map. Chat voted on, based on our level, what we wanted to play next. We've gotten our guys up to like level 6, level 7 now. And once we've exhausted the area of the place where we are in the Southlands, then we go either east or north. A lot of them are sort of classics and stuff like that. So they're like, classic modules like Lost Caverns of Sosank and like Palace of the Silver Princess. And we did White Plume Mountain the other day and stuff like that. And we're going to basically do this for a little bit until we get up high enough level that we start doing like the super high level stuff. So, yeah, that's basically that's the idea behind it, essentially. I think probably I'm okay now. I could have cast sleep earlier and maybe I should have, but okay. Arcanus bot taking it on the chin, man. Oh, no, no problem. Escape is blocked. Can I hit you from here? Probably not, right? Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, there we go. From way downtown. There we go. No, do not continue the battle. All right, we got someone ready to level. And this is all going to be, yeah, this is all tridents and composite short bows, and that's not worth it. No, I don't want to go back and claim that. One of the lizard men smiles, blood dripping from his maw. In a gurgling voice, he spits, "Yes, gathers the armies. Soon your keep will not protect you. The lizard man's eyes roll back in death. One of your friends looks to you. We don't have long to get in and out. They don't see much difference among humans. They'll kill anyone in their path. Well, yeah, but like... I don't love my current, whoops. I don't love my current health situation at all, or my spell situation. The problem is, I don't know that I have a lot of options. I mean, hopefully... Okay, it's a good thing I did this. Yes. Load I. I stuck on a feeling. Okay. There we go. Keep approach. Damn. Oh man, I do not love this setup at all because I Hey, what's up, Drew? I am very unsure because... Can I do that? No. A beam of unearthly green light shines into the sky from the broken top of a square stone building ahead. This tower stands atop a hill on an island in the swamp. Both it and the surrounding stone structures are made of greenish-gray limestone, but are in a state of moderate disrepair. The tower is encircled by a wall that connects 4 smaller round towers, each fairly intact. The wall itself has collapsed at one or more points. In contrast, a solid-looking gatehouse straddles the road that leads to the keep. Outside the walls are a few soggy islands surrounded by stagnant water. Okay, that's charming. All right, we're going to level up Shadowed Mage. Hillness is coming close to level stage as well. Actually, wait, does that make him... No, not you. Level 8. How you doing, Drew? You continue towards the gatehouse and eventually the keep itself. You see that chunks of limestone block have sunk into the ground, apparently a roadway of some sort. You stand before the first of 2 bridges that span separate forks of the river between the place where you now stand and the keep beyond. Before you, the second bridge spans the southern fork of the river. Vines cling to its sides and hang to the waters below, making it hard to discern where the stonework ends and the river begins. That sounds bad. Lizard men rise up from the sides of the bridge, hissing as they lunge to the attack. Oh boy. Oh my god. Alright. So now we are going to use some massive AoE stuff. Oh god. Please let me go. No! Get away from Effect Life! God, no matter how I position him, he's always... Okay. Thank goodness. Oh, really? Sounds like it was a good time then. Stop attacking Effect Life. Jeez, pick on someone your own size. Stop missing, Hillness. Please stop hitting effect life. Jesus. Unreal, man. Look at this. This is a freaking mess. Do I get to go at any point? Okay, great. Thanks. That's great. I'm glad I missed. That's great. Stop missing. Sunk cost fallacy. So it was an okay quest, or you're not sure? Like it was okay, but not really, or? Okay. I know, nonstop. You need to not be surrounded by 6 billion guys. Hillness has missed a ton as well. So there's also that. If my ACs had been what they used to be, I would have been in huge trouble. Oh my God, stop missing them. Everyone's in trouble. Thank you. Thank you. Stop missing, Echo. Come on. God damn it. It's supposed to be higher than that. I'm in huge trouble. Huge, huge trouble. And it's because they keep missing. I mean, Hey, what's up, MST? It's Goldbox. It's the Goldbox companion. I'm screwed. There's too many guys is the problem, and I'm too weak right now, and freaking Echo keeps missing. Okay, there we go. Swear to God, stop hitting effect life. Um. Thank you. Yep. There's a combination of things, including misses. Okay. Better flee in panic. So the deal is, if I can't find a freaking place to rest, I'm in big, big trouble. What's up, Dragon? From way downtown. $6 billion weapons. No, I do not. You know what I would like, though, is to free... Oh. Save. We're going to save this for H, for what the hell? No. Yeah, I know, right? Okay, here's what we're doing. All right, I'm just gonna quick because I'm dead, so I'm just gonna like do this quickly. I'm trying to get back to the only place I can think of where there's a save. You know what? Actually, no, go away. I'm not gonna waste my time. All right, I'm gonna try to run that again. Whoops. What the hell? This is the GOG version, which uses DOSBox, but the other program I'm using is the Goldbox Companion, which is another. Oh God! All right, I'm going to try that one more time. So anyway, which is very useful because it adds the map and it does all that other stuff. The issue I have now is that I don't know whether. Let's see. Okay. Right. If it's set so that I'm always going to run into that, then I'm going to have to yeah, I mean H, begin of entering. Yeah, you can do a lot of stuff with the gold box thing. Okay, yes, all right. So that's just fixed. So I'm either going to have to I guess I'm just going to have to go straight down in the same direction. I'm just in big, big trouble. That's the problem. And it's because, like, I got far away from the place where I could have rested. The only place I knew that I could have rested. Please let me rest here. The outer walls surrounding the keep ahead were once 20 feet high and 3 feet thick. The height of the walls is now less than 10 feet in many damaged places and only 1 foot or less in the gaps. A round tower 30 feet high and 15 feet in diameter stands at each turn in the wall. Please let me rest. Please let me rest. Please let me rest. Let me rest. Let me rest. Darn it. I'm going to save this as C for... What clown show is this? Rest. Arrest? No. Arrest? No. You climb the final ascent to the gatehouse and the walls surrounding the keep. Stone closes in around you, and the earth, while damp, turns solid underfoot. The gatehouse of the keep was constructed as 2 rectangular 3-story towers. The 20-foot space between the towers is bridged at the second floor by a 1-story guardroom over the main entrance. A portcullis, now rested to iron scraps, once blocked the roadway, but does so no longer. The gatehouse is intact except for a large rubble-choked hole in the outer wall of the south tower. What ranger is among your party? Right here. Nonstop studies the ground within the gatehouse. These tracks, humans, horses, wolves. There are many, at least half a dozen, probably more. All fresh, and this area is often traveled. Rest in the name of love. Yes. Okay, that's great. You know what would be even better is if I could rest. Keep lies to the south. It's 40 feet square and 70 feet high. An explosion about halfway up the southwest corner has destroyed the room from which the green light issues. The second and third floors are damaged, and the roof has fallen in over this section. The building has not been well cared for, and the harsh environment of the swamp has caused deterioration in other places as well. The windows of the keep are archer slits, 3 feet long and 6 inches wide. Their iron shutters are missing. The first windows are 20 feet off the ground. What fighter is amongst your party? Echo Alpha looks behind you at the gatehouse. We've been fortunate to travel this far without confrontation from defenders of the keep. Still, if there is resistance within the gatehouse, we should deal with that before entering the keep itself. Should we enter the keep first, we could find ourselves sandwiched between 2 groups of enemies. Okay, that's great. You know what we really need? Thanks for the advice, Echo. We need a place to rest. You know, a place to rest? Tower is collapsed inside, and the door, choked with rubble, no longer opens. Can I rest? No. C for clown show. Outer walls, no barrier here. A pit 20 feet across and no less than 20 feet deep is formed beneath the spot where the wall once stood. The entire pit is heavily overgrown with vegetation, but is reasonably dry. Scuttling sounds are audible from within the mass of vines and branches. What dwarf is among your party? Well, Hillness. Hillness is in no condition to try. A tunnel led out of the keep from here. It wasn't supported properly, so it collapsed after a few years. Okay, that's great. You step into one of the rotted-out buildings that stand at the base of the hill on which the keep is built. Moist vegetation covers the outer walls, and the soggy ground sucks noisily at your feet as you move. Yeah, exactly. Whoever's abusing nature, exactly. The door is held onto the wall only by creeper vines, the hinges long ago having rusted away. This building's apparently completely uninhabited. it's completely uninhabited. Why can't I rest here? Oh my god. Why can't I rest here? Echo Alpha with 23 hit points, Shadowed Mage with 4 hit points, Nonstop with 6. And the whole freaking crew, Hillness, Arcanus Bot, and Effect Life, all unconscious. You step into one of the rotted out buildings. Okay, we already know about that. Uninhabited. Yeah. Well, no, they can't actually. Because they're unconscious. Like Echo did that even though he is clearly not a dwarf. Push your way into the hollow shell of the collapsed southern tower. While you may be able to pick your way to the west and south, the upper floors collapsed to where you stand long ago. Which is why I was Not good. Not good, chat. Cackle electricity makes you stand upright, looking about for a threat. It is then you notice the lights converging around you, moving with purpose in your direction, pulsing with energy. That's great. That's super great. Fighting a will-o'-the-wisp, huh? Oh, this is tremendous. The will-o'-wisp flees in panic. Oh, shoot. This tower appears just slightly more intact than the other three. Interior levels of this tower are simple round rooms shrouded in spider webs. Trapdoors in the ceilings and floors near the west wall are the only access from one floor to the next, but the ladders are long gone. Let me rest. Spooters! Okay. Trapdoor climbs upward from here, some 10 feet above you and with no ladder leading to it. The upper floors appear far too weak to you to support your weight, but do they allow me to rest? The frick are you showing me this if I can't even rest here? I think one of them actually might have a potion of healing, but Okay. Okay, it's another rotted out building. Same description as everything else. Uninhabited. There's a heap of vegetation buried beneath some old wooden planking that has fallen apart. As you watch, though, the planking slides off to the side and the vegetation rises into a roughly humanoid form. Shambling mound! Shambling mound! Shamble, 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 shamble. What? Shamble, 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 shamble. Come on! From way downtown. Okay. I need you not to miss the shambling mound. Hey, Crit Twitch. No, it's not that. There's just no there's a special place where you'll find it, allegedly. Jeez. This is very bad. Woo! Having that from a distance helped a lot. With a mound bested and its vines sinking into the mucky earth, this outbuilding takes on a complete air of stillness. Come on, it's a complete air of stillness. That means that I can rest, right? Is that what that means? Why can't I rest here? It's a complete rest of stillness. God bless America. Damn it. Just need to find a place to rest. Keep has no entrance at ground level. A narrow stone staircase with no railing hugs the keep wall. It ends abruptly 15 feet off the ground and 5 feet from a small platform in front of the entryway. This gap is bridged by 2 boards, the remain of a door. Start the climb up the steps, cracked and broken stone replacing the marshy grass of the hill. The keep. Before you, the steps fall away to the earth 15 feet below. Some 5 feet away and above you, the remaining steps lead to a platform near the entryway. Loose wooden planks span the gap. Walk the planks. Planks are loose and wobble beneath your feet. Stones fall to the spongy earth below, absorbed in the grass and muck. The entry hall is 5 feet wide. It extends 10 feet into the keep before turning. 10 feet before turning. All right, sounds good, Echo. Man, all right, so... The keep. Ambush? That sounds bad. The ceiling is perforated by dozens of small holes. That's great. That's great. What could go wrong? Massive worm-like creatures scamper about the corner at the end of the hall. Their mouths writhe with tentacles and they attack in a fury, funneled through the narrow corridor by some unseen force. Okay. Carrion crawler. The classic. Really need you not to miss. You hear scuffling footsteps all around you through the narrow archer slits lining the entryway, and then silence. And then I rest, right? No. I'm going to save this under D for dope. Stepping over the hacked segments of the carrion crawlers, you make your way to the turn in the hall. A portcullis has been slammed down at the end of this corridor, likely in order to trap the crawlers in the entryway with you. A small, nondescript table stands before you. Behind you, you hear the sound of running footsteps. Someone has mounted the steps and rushes to attack you from behind. Close to a dozen bandits race around the corner to the south, their leader apparently a fellow clad in chainmail standing in the rear of the pack. As you move to do battle, though, the table to your side lurches forward. What? Why does the table lurch forward? It's a mimic? That's a great spot for you to be, Echo. Ow. Good. Dead. Okay. Okay. Shadow Mage doing some serious work here. Whoops. There we go. Woo! Good job, everyone. Oh, like I know which of these are going to be magical. All right. I'm guessing the chainmail would be, although I don't have any chainmail here, do I? All right, let me take the light crossbow and the mace. Everything else looks like it's pretty... Yeah, everyone's else got the rest of it. And money. I can take a gem. Okay. You hear more footsteps to the south, but before you can respond to the continued threat from the gatehouse guards... This is super bad. It really is anti-Prost, doesn't it? We're getting there, Dragon. Before you can respond to the continued threat from the gatehouse guards, your attention is drawn to the ceiling. Oh my god. Oil pours down on the corridor from above, splashing you and layering on the walls and floor. Through the portcullis, you see a figure who is impossibly familiar. He is Hadrak, a well-known hero of unimpeachable faith and skill. Gone missing some 2 winters past, and now he stands before you with a torch. A pool of water stands between you and the paladin, and he's in mid-throw as you overcome the recognition of who it is who is striking at you. The corridor explodes in flames? You struggle to put out the fires, but as the smoke grows impossible to breathe, you see the mists have gathered in the corridor, curling about you wickedly. The mists are alive! Oh my god. Do I have a potion of healing? I don't. I am in big trouble. Woo! Good job, Echo. Echo defeats the 3 vampire mist by himself with 6 hit points. Flames are going out. To the east, you hear the portcullis receding into its moorings. Your first view, though, is of a gathering to the south. As Hardrek rushes into your band, another group charges you at the behest of a wide-maned man firing arrows at you with a fine long composite bow. A masked priest of some unearthly deity leads the strike alongside the paladin Hardrak. With them are warriors in plate mail, a half-orc in black, and a squirrely gnome spellslinger. Come on, dude! Come on! What the frick? What the hell was that? Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay, there's just no way. There's just no way. Okay, so here's what has to happen. View, items. That's not at all what I meant to do. View, items. Can I use this? No, I cannot. Trade. Select. I mean, there's a way to get around this, but it's kind of cheating. I'm going to save this under for G for G's. There's a way to get around this. There is a method where I can just fix it like here. And of course, Dragon Spear would tell me to do that. I have to try to find it. I can't. You ready, hon? All right, give me a second. I have to find, I can't, this ambush is too difficult. I need to find a way out of here. I just wish there was a place I could freaking... Flames wash down as the door swings open. Whatever its former purpose, the room is now used as a stable. Straw covers the floor and a ladder leads to a trapdoor in the ceiling. Within, a bandit in leather and a lizard man are currying the horses. Ah, these are the guys I fought before. Okay. So it probably reduces... Okay. That reduces the number of people I have to fight, but also... Okay, I don't really care about this. Exit. No, I do not. A pair of war horses stands idly by the far corner of this room. Why will you not let me say, like, rest here? Do you climb the ladder to the trapdoor? No. Okay, we're going to save this under G. No. The thing is, if I could get my guys rested, I could handle that ambush. The possession, supplies, and weapons of a band of fighting men litter the floor. Threadbare blankets are stretched over piles of straw around the outer walls of the room. A lantern hangs from a hook in the ceiling. Almost a dozen men leap up from tables of dice and coins. They fumble for their weapons, arguing and cursing over choices of finer blades. Their leader, clad in chain and wielding a longsword, barks commands. Okay, so this is the guy that fought us before. Haha, nice. Thanks for the cheer, Shadowed. Welcome. Shadowed, we're in a little bit of a tough spot here. And by tough spot, I mean a really tough spot. We desperately need a place to rest. Okay. Found treasure. Items. Take that light crossbow again. Mace and the trident. Brother art thou? Damn, we're in a tight spot. All right, I gotta go downstairs and tuck my daughter in for sleep for the night. Oh, for the love of Christmas! All right, you're gonna take a look at those 4 bugbears. I'm gonna run and deal with this in just a second. When I come back, I'll deal with those bugbears. Maybe if I can somehow survive this, this will give me a place that I can rest up here. Because if I'm rested now, also that I've wiped out the ambush guys, I should be able to handle the main keep. But good gravy. All right, talk amongst yourselves. Decide whether you think I'll make it or not. Okay, here we are. Sorry about that. You had to stay home sick early today, but you're mostly feeling better now tonight. Well, I'm glad you're feeling better, but I'm sorry you had to stay home sick. That's not cool. Oh, you just hit them? Dropping the bows, the bugbears follow closely after their bolts, shouting war oaths in their snarling bestial language. Okay. Nice. See, my guys can wreck this, but like they're just the hit points are so low that there's no room for error of any kind. I mean, that's really the problem. You hear shouts and footsteps in the floor above. A trapdoor slams shut. At least half a dozen booted men race into position. I don't know. F for pay respects. Need healing. Yeah. I know. Could not agree more. Do you climb to the next floor of the tower? No, I try to rest. Rancid smell greets you as you enter this room. This floor is pierced by murder holes over the main entrance to the yard of the keep. Several bales of hay are stacked in the southwest corner, and a large black kettle is mounted on a raised platform in the north corner. Here you can see the kettle is empty except for an oily residue that clings to its inner walls. Probably oil that they used. You stand in a ruined guard room. Stones and wooden planks furnish the place, and the odor of foul humanoids is strong here. No, I rest. Hey, what's up, Tim Coolish? Flames lick down in a blinding sheet as the door opens on the crumbling western wall of the keep, of course. It goes hit for 10 points of damage. You come to the broken end of the castle wall. Below, the heaps of rubble litter the marshy hillside. But I still can't rest. Are you kidding me? Okay, well, I'm not going to... All right, well, I'm not doing that. Load. Yes. F. Begin. Yeah, this is like... Oop, nope. I have got to find... Gotta find a place to rest. Absolutely brutal. I guess. Trapdoor is securely bolted from above. There is no budging it. Mm-hmm. $19 points for Echo, 2 points for Shadowed, 6 for Nonstop, and everyone else is unconscious. No. Yes. Ready for battle, you shoulder through the trapdoor, coming face to face with the defenders waiting above. 5 defenders meet you first, while their leader stands back with his animal companions. A gnome leaps to the side and begins casting, while a dark-dressed priest orders humans and half-orcs to strike. Yeah, I didn't even see that. Wow! Just poisoned, huh? Okay, well, that's obviously we're not keeping that. Jeez. It's freaking brutal. I can't freaking get a break. I need to rest. Can't rest. Yeah, you did do your... He's just like poison death. I'm like, what? F, I think. Oh my goodness. Yeah, of course. Okay. Well, that's... Yes. F. Begin adventuring. Hey, Laser. What is up, Dr. Laser Falcon? It has been a little while, my friend. How are you doing? I've been watching you over on the Planescape game, of course. This is also better known as Russ, our dear friend from the formerly of our vocalist fame, but who has been super busy with family stuff and all that. But it's good to see you, man. Good to see you. It has been a while. I've been actually wanting to reach out to you again, and see about us getting together at some point. Yeah, seriously, man. I know. I've been watching that. Well, you're playing a rogue, so like, oh, crap. Oh, that's okay, actually. I've been watching you play on I've been watching Russ play. I've been watching you play on Planescapers and like Rogue Wizard multiclass. Yeah, but like he is so like. Let me just tell you, everyone, he is so freaking clutch with that guy. Like it's typical Rogue stuff, right? Like where he's just kind of like, oh, of course he does 60 million damage naturally. Like, what else would he do? You know, like it's very funny. It really is. I don't think I can hit him from here. Oh, I can. From way downtown. Can I hit him from here too? Ha! See ya, Cyrus. Woo! Great success. Oh yeah, let's go. And you rolled a 100? Oh my god. I actually do remember, I think, having seen that at some point. But, oh, plate mail. Oh, okay. Well. So that doesn't actually surprise me because... But see, this is why as a DM you never do that. You're never like, I'd like to get this on a roll 100, and you're like, okay, let's do this. Let's do the thing. And you're like, no, I can't. Oh, for Christ's sake. Nope. Arrows sell into your party. Come on, dude! As the last of his allies die, the fallen ranger Antarchus rushes into battle. You know him by reputation across the realm. At his sides... Hold on a second. I'm taking the level up, man. At his sides fight his companions, a Bloodhawk, a Warg Wolf, and a Hyracosphinx. This is absurd. Oh my god. Ow, ow, ow. Why have I hit him 3 times and it hasn't died? almighty. Hey, what's up, Isterma? +3 longbow, but the campaign's going to end in like 2 seconds. Oh, is it really? It's finally coming to an end, huh? Are you guys going to be playing something else? Begin adventuring. Oh, my God. I mean, the issue here is I don't see how I can't survive all of this. Like, I can't. No, I can't survive all of this. All right. Gonna save this under B for B. Azure Sky next. I see. Well, it seems like it's been a really cool campaign. I have enjoyed definitely catching some of that late at night for me. Oh, I'm hanging in there, man. I'm sorry to hear that things have not been as, so hot for you. Yep, I know about the outer walls. I got to get out. I mean, I got to try to survive through the swamp. It's going to be very hard to do this. B. No, exit. Because there's going to be trolls. So anyway, that's cool, though. That's cool, Laser Falcon. This is so bad. That's great. That's great. Miss. Outstanding. Awesome. Perfect. No, this is no way. We can't. We're just screwed. We're just freaking screwed. We're just screwed. We're just screwed. I can't survive this. We're just screwed. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. Because they're because they are trolls. I don't honestly know what to do here. The only thing I can think of is to try to find somewhere else on the keep grounds, maybe. Because they're like, oh, well, then go into the guardhouse. I'm like, that's great. How do I survive the guardhouse when it's ambush after ambush after ambush after ambush? How exactly do I do that? And you refuse to let me rest anywhere in the area. I mean, again, the only way I could deal with it is to cheat. I'm sorely tempted to just do the alt fix thing here because I don't understand. There's like, it's an outbuilding. Why can't I rest here? I'm very tempted. In fact, I think I'm going to do that. I don't believe it. I don't believe that I wouldn't be able to rest here. I might be eaten by a grue. I could at least have given it a try. Like, there's no reason I wouldn't actually try to give it a try. Okay, I don't know why. Oh, all right. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not going to try to load. I'm not going to do it with spells and everything, but there's no reason whatsoever that I wouldn't. I'm going to save it under E. There's no reason whatsoever that I would not be able to, that I wouldn't be able to rest. I don't buy it. Yeah, I did. I did, because I just don't buy it. I don't buy that I wouldn't be able to rest. Doesn't make any sense to me. Okay. Screw you, Boris the Sly. Whoops. All right, so there we go. All right. Okay, so I'm going to take this plate mail, and let's see if this plate mail is worth it. So right now I have a -2 AC. -6! What? -6? What the frick? Trade, echo, view items. Okay, so instead of an AC of -3, oh, he still has an AC of -3? That's interesting. Oh, god damn it. Wait, why? So that must also be plate mail +4, I guess? Yeah, that's what that is then. Trade. Instead of an AC of 1, we have an AC of -3. Let's freaking go. You found a +5. I found a +4, I think is what it was. I believe is what happened. See if Nonstop can wear that ring mail. Don't think he can, but... He can. He's now at -1 AC. Okay, he won't be able to. So Shadow Mage won't get this. Shadow Mage won't be able to do this, but... Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, I mean, I had to, you know, it kind of sucks because I had to, sorry, I'm just trying to concentrate. It sucks because I had to, I want to use that. I didn't necessarily want to do this way with the alt fix thing. But I did memorize spells, and I just felt like it wasn't the way this was going to work. Okay, now, yep, here comes the Fallen Rager Antarctus. Ow. Let's see. Can I? Nice. That's exactly what I was hoping for with that fireball. Nice. Now that you've destroyed those freaking things, now can I rest? Okay, scimitar. Another fine longbow. With the death of Antarctus, the gatehouse falls silent. You take a moment to look about the blood-soaked chamber. There is no hint of elegance here. This is the Spartan functional chamber of a mercenary leader. A crude cot covered by a good wool blanket lies against the wall to the left of a narrow window. A small pack and a lantern stand on an overturned crate used as a makeshift nightstand. The west end of the room is piled with straw. A strong animal odor fills the air. There are trapdoors in the floor and ceiling at the east end of the room. Why will you not let me rest? I don't get it. I will level him up. And I will level up nonstop. Whoops. We'll save this under E. No. Exit. Lightning arcs down from smudged stone as the door opens. You stand on a section of the guardhouse that is 10 feet below the tops of the two towers. What the frickety frickety frick? Are you... Trapdoors. A ladder leads up to the one above. Rest for a time here. You are sure this is a defensible area. Sleep comes only in brief, uncomfortable spurts. Thank goodness. Jeez Louise, let's freaking go. Finally. All right. Finally, we found a place to rest. Just had to go through 2 more glyphs and like, jeez. All right. Cure. Yep. Cure. Cure. And third level. Spell magic. And fourth level. Cure. Cure. Keep. Okay, you can't do that. Right. You can't do that. So effect life. Okay, we want magic miss. Actually, we want sleep. We want detect magic. We want magic missile. Magic missile. We want another stinking cloud. Stinking cloud. We want fireball and fireball. Keep. Woo! All right. Now we're cooking with gas, chat. -3, -2, -3, -2, -1, and 0. And now we have our spells back. And we're going through this gatehouse, which means we're not going to get ambushed by 60 million creatures like we did last time. So there's also that. I'm going to save this under I. Shoulder into the rusted iron trapdoor to emerge onto the roof of the west tower. The stone is windswept and bare. So other than these glyphs... Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I know that. Other than these glyphs, there's not, I think I may have gotten rid of these guys, which means that now when I go down to the keep proper and I deal with that ambush, I won't be dealing with it with like 65 million guys here. Here's the sleeping straw for some large wild beast. Searching through the straw, you uncover a leather pouch holding some 175 pieces of gold and a palm-sized gemstone. Okay. Okay, we're going to shoulder up to the roof. What kind of bear? Stone here is windswept and bare. Smokey the bear. No. Yes. All right. Whoops. Yes. Okay. J. No. All right. So here we go. So now, human figure appears among the ruined crenellations at the atop the keep, gesturing towards you. Hey! Hey! What? What the f... Okay. All right, well, guess where we're going? We're going right to the freaking room again. What's up, Nonstop? Finally, I found a camp, yes. But now I just got zapped by some dude. I assume that's Baltron or whatever. All right. So now this next fight is a tough fight, but it's a lot less tough than it was. Because I got rid of a bunch of guys now. And so now it's just whoever I'm dealing with here, which may include that wizard that just fireballed me. But now I'm fully, you know, like prepared. Okay. So here we go. Here's the table. Portcullis is slammed down. Table suddenly launches into motion. Right, so now I'm just fighting the freaking mimic. Okay, so now that guy's gone. Okay, here comes the oil. Here comes this jerk. And now it's the vampiric mist thing. Now I'm hit for damage. Yep. Okay. I'm assuming so. I'm assuming so. So here's Hardrack. So this guy I wasn't able to fight the last time. Oh, look, he really is a paladin. He really is a tryhard. Ow. So much for that guy. All right, so let's see. If I let's see, transfer, if I trade that to effect life. It's 1d6 plus 4. That's a sling plus 1, right? So 1d4 plus 1 is that sling plus 1. Okay, it's also a sling plus 1. You see a cracked and ruined circlet slip from Hardrack's head where he lies still on the floor. At last the battle is over and the flames are extinguished. You hear the sound of fleeing footsteps all around you through the archer's slits and murder holes the defenders use to attack you. All right. Well, that was interesting. Let's have you cast, let's see. Let's have you lay on hands on yourself. Okay. Let's have you cast Cure Light Wounds on Effect Life. Good Cure Light Wounds. Let's have you cast Cure Light Wounds on Arcana Spot. Let's have you cast that on Hillness. That was terrible Cure Light Wounds. And one on Nonstop. B. Lay on hands on yourself. Holding. Okay. Right. So B, no. 2 rotted, broken armchairs and a decrepit sofa furnish this room. The smell of swamp mist is thick in the air here. An archer's slit looks through the south wall on the entranceway. An archer's slit looks through this wall. That's where I was attacked. Okay. Stone and wood splinter underfoot as the floor breaks under the strain of your added weight. You feel the ground leave you, and then you were falling. Ah! Ow! You land hard on the floor of the basement. The dust of earth and powdered rock fills your lungs. You have a moment to gaze about the dusty basement where you landed, lined with shelved walls and rubble-strewn floor. Then trolls rush from the south. Boy, do I really wish that I could do Overwatch. That'd be great. Have a fireball. Well, that's unfortunate. Rather be playing Overwatch. No. See you, troll. All right, so we're in the basement. Let's see. Arcana Spot. Could you cast, please? Cure Serious Wounds on Hillness. Could you cast another Cure Serious Wounds on Nonstop? That was a good one. I'm going to save this under H for Hell No. 4 small kegs are stacked here, apparently torn open by the trolls. They contain brandy, water, pitch, and oil. Nearby are 3 barrels of meat, flour, and hardtack. Careful search among the kegs and barrels reveals a secret trap door. The trap door is padlocked. You check for traps. Friend leans back after several moments of silence and states there are no traps to be seen on this trap door. Okay, you pick the lock. Lock defies Shadowed Mage, huh? Clicks open. Okay. Yes. The walls of this empty room are rough rock, worked but not dressed. A thick layer of dust carpets the floor, unmarked by tracks of any sort. A narrow corridor leads south 15 feet to a door. And we're once again in a situation where I can't rest. I'm going to save this for under G for GG. Walls and contents of this room are thickly covered with brown and yellow mold. Oh, great. Water drips from a crack in the ceiling and disappears between the flagstones of the floor. The room contains a crudely made desk and chair, both unusually large and badly rotted. A long mold-covered lump is atop the desk. A normal door is centered in the west wall opposite the desk. A door in the south wall is of prison type made entirely of bars. Room is divided into 6 areas by bars of typical prison type. The bars are intact and firmly set into the solid rock walls, ceiling, and floor. The cells contain decayed straw, wooden benches, and bowls filled with the moldy remains of ancient meals. The cell immediately to your right is still home to a human skeleton clad in rotted clothing. Moldering skeleton lies to your right. Long bony fingers of the skeleton clutch an antique medallion. This device sports the symbol of the cult of the Black Flame. Ah ha ha! An apparition arises before you. Uh-oh. Coalescing from spectral mist rising from the skeleton you robbed. Glaring at you hatefully, its bony hands extend for your throat. What one word do you shout? Flame. I guess that wasn't the right word. Why can't I target it? Because it's an apparition? Well, that's a problem. It is. That's unfortunate. I don't know why I couldn't target it before, but... All right. Nothing of interest to be found among the ruins here. The Infinity Engine games were mostly 2E, but Icewind Dale, I want to say that Icewind Dale was... I think Icewind Dale or the second Icewind Dale was 3rd edition, I want to say. I believe that's right. Secret door opens through a long tunnel about 10 feet wide and 10 feet high, extending due west. You have the cult medallion. Do you proceed about 50 feet, you hear guttural, argumentative voices ahead. You cannot make out what they're saying, but the speakers must be large, judging by the sounds they make. This area is irregular and large, the ceiling ranging from 15 to 25 feet in height. The 100-foot-long tunnel from the jail opens into the east end of this cavern. You hear the guttural voices echoing through the cave, but you can't determine from what direction they come. What dwarf is among your companions? Hilness states that this cavern is natural. The tunnelers had most of their work done for them when they came across this cave. We're going to save this under G. No. Icewind Dale 2 was 3E. Yeah, I just don't remember. I want to say that Icewind Dale 1 was also, but... Close to a dozen ogres argue over the ratio of lizards to frogs that should go into their stew. A bound and gagged lizard man lies near the cook fire. As you take in the scene, one of the ogres notices you. I don't like the sound of a dozen ogres. That sounds not optimal. Okay, it would be really great if Effect Life could get out a spell. That would be really super awesome. Thank you. Dead. 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 When you absolutely positively need to clear out a room. This guy is going to flee in panic or surrender. Yep. Icewind Dale 1 enhanced is blended 2E base with some 3E elements. Okay, that makes sense. Guard. Done guard. Did not give you permission to leave. Okay. Yeah. Bunch of flails. No, I don't. As for the lizard man, you free him. Wounded creature scurries off into the rubble to the west. We're going to save that under G. No. Exit. Can I rest? No. No. A boulder sails out of the darkness to the west. Ow! A trio of albino giants lumber towards you, hefting more rocks from the debris in their lair. Albino giants? Okay, those guys... Okay. It's a fog giant. Okay, that sprite looks weird. I'm just saying. I'm not familiar with the fog giant. That sprite, I don't know, man. Good. Ow. That's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous. Really? I am not familiar with fog giants. In this alcove lies the giant's treasure. 3 leather sacks stand against the south wall. First and second stack contain 8,000 silver coins each. The third holds 3,000 pieces of gold. That's a lot. It's a lot, y'all. Why can't I rest here? Again, I call shenanigans. Why can't I rest here? Small heaps of straw and rubble comprise the bedding of the dead giants. All right, I'm going to save this under I. Whoa. Ceiling has collapsed in the old escape tunnel. It would take hours to tunnel through this heap of debris. You recall seeing that the west wall of the keep had collapsed as if it had sunk into the earth. You likely stand behind that spot. Would you like to spend the hours required to tunnel through this debris? An hour goes by and the heaps of debris thin around the entrance where you stand. Do you keep tunneling? In another 2 or 3 hours, you believe you'll be through this collapse to whatever lies beyond. Yep. Ceiling collapsed in a great heap as you tunnel away, shoved down upon you by a pair of ravenous trolls foraging in the courtyard. That's bad. My chat broke. They've been in every edition. I have never heard of fog giants. At least I don't remember them. I mean, it's quite possible that I did and I just don't remember. Nice. Singing the remains of the trolls, you singeing the remains of the trolls, you return to your work. You're almost done. At last the room is clear. To the west, the narrow escape passage leads farther into the darkness. To the north, you've uncovered a hole leading to the western edge of the courtyard. Yes, climb back up to the courtyard. No, okay. So now I can go directly to the dungeons. All right, which means that now that I've done that, what that means is that we should be able to go and rest and then can go right back down directly to the dungeons. That should be what that means. I think we have a bat signal. That's right. I think that's what that means. I could do without having to see this every time. I know it's here. That's wrong. I didn't want to go there. Yes. Okay. Now we rest. There we go. Need to get Arcana Spot up to 1 point. Okay. See this under C. No. Exit. All right. So now, descend to the room below. Yes. Okay. So now we go in here. Yes, we lower ourselves into the dungeon. All right. So now we're in good shape, chat. Now we're in good shape. Now we need to find this black flame that we came here to discover in the first place. Corridor ends in a locked door. Ladder built into the south wall of this 20-foot square room leads to a trap door in the southwest corner of the ceiling. The room is empty except for a chest in the northwest corner. Would you like to take the time to rest in this out-of-the-way location before moving outside? What? You sleep with a bit of comfort knowing that you are far beyond the reach and knowledge of most denizens of both the swamp and the keep? What the heck? Okay, 50 feet of rope, empty leather backpack, empty tinderbox, 1-inch stub of tallow candle, empty water skin, a suit of clothing. Also 40 pieces of gold and some small amethysts. Oh, and also while I'm at it, view, items. Nope, nope, nope. Spells. View, items. That's not it. Spells. Shoot. Okay. Now, effect life. Cast detect magic, please. Okay, that bastard sword is not magical. Drop. Fine longbow doesn't come across as magical, which is a problem with that. So, no items. Okay, drop. Amazing that I'm actually in the position that I can now drop armor. It's been a while since I had some armor to drop. It's been a while since I could see it. And everything I can remember. Okay. Right. Okay, so all right, so that's a big deal because let's see that map. That is a big deal. Climb the ladder to the trap door. Friend scales the ladder and reaches the trap door. It's held closed by a bolt which is drawn shut on this side. Pulling open the trap door, Nonstop looks up into a shaft that leads to a second trap door at the far extent of your light's range. It takes a couple of minutes for your friend to reach this second trap door and to find that a similar bolt holds it shut as well. This bolt also opens easily. Dirt and soil rains down, a solid cubic foot of rocky, muddy earth from the swamps above. Your friend is pelted and the ladder slips from his grasp. Nonstop grabs a lower rung, holding on for life as the rocks clatter down the shaft and scatter across the floor of the room around you. You're fine. You emerge from an earthen mound in the swamp northwest of the keep walls. Interesting. Okay, so let's see. Down to keep. Yes. Up to swamp. Okay. No. Okay. So that's the resting area. Okay, yeah, I know about that. Yes, okay. So that's fine. All right, so that helps us a lot. So I'm going to write here to safe area. Now we're starting to get some now we are starting to get some actual resting places around here that might let us in. Okay, so this is up to the courtyard. Okay, we're getting there. Okay. Oh. Dungeon 1B. Okay. Thickly covered, right? I know about this. Yeah, the desk. And those are the bars. I know about that. I found the skeleton in there. Southernmost cell is equipped with 7 pairs of manacles anchored in the south wall. All right, so this is going to be some mold situation going here. Heavy layer of dust mercifully obscures most details of this room, and nothing of value remains here. Large iron boots stand before a tall chair from which hang the rotting remains of leather straps. That's interesting. An iron cauldron filled with dirty oil stands next to a brass brazier, the latter green with tarnish. 3 branding irons lean against the brazier. A device the size of a bed frame with a crank mechanism at its head is overshadowed by a huge pair of pliers hanging from the wall. It's like a giant torture room. Walls of this empty room are rough rock worked but not dressed. A thick layer of dust carpets the floor, unmarked by tracks of any sort. A ladder built into the north wall disappears up into a square shaft. Okay. Yep. Oh, and those are the cells. Okay. All right, well. All right, so if those are the cells, then that means that... Yeah. That brings me up to the keep. Shelves along the walls here contain jars, pottery, dirty rags, a box of nails, a tinderbox, torches, and several rusted but usable keys. They're all identical skeleton keys. Do you take one? Of course I do. Okay, set of false teeth for a humanoid. No. Okay, this is ladder down to dungeons. All right, a wooden 6-foot square column extends from floor to ceiling. 4 large chests stand against the south wall east of the trap door in the ceiling. 2 large casks and a huge chest are set against the west wall. The alcove north of them has been made into a large bin, now filled by rotten tubers. Chest lines up here contain cloth of wool, linen, and cotton. The bin holds rotten tubers and troll dung. Nonstop shouts out, raising an arm, wriggling beneath the flesh. Rot grubs. Quickly you raise a torch to burn the creatures, and your friend clenches down to keep from screaming as the flesh sears. Geez, Nonstop, you gotta be careful. Contents of the large bin are covered by a pale mold, cover of jaundiced flesh. Poking and prodding causes the yellow mold to explode, releasing its spores throughout the bin of tubers. Ow. The spores settle down. You realize that your friends are still choking, coughing up blood as the yellow mold takes hold within their lungs and seeks to form new colonies within them. What? Yeah. He's like, and dead. Like, oh, okay. Wow. Freaking brutal. Large casks are filled with sour ale and wine. Careful search turns up nothing within the ale or wine or between their barrels. Sticky and smelling of alcohol, you turn away. That's... Jeez. Do you climb to the trapdoor above and break into the second floor of the keep? Yes. It's the keep, level 3. Stairway leads to a square landing. The floor of the landing is covered with loose rocks and dust. An arrow slit penetrates the south wall, giving a clear view of the least ruined tower. The door to your right opens inward and is locked. Yeah, but... I have a skeleton key. A heavy old rug covers the door on this side, resisting your entrance and blocking out the light of the torch set in the sconce to your right. Another old rug covers several holes in the floor, the murder holes through which oil was poured upon you. An arrow slit behind you looks out on the courtyard. 5 feet of the north wall and a good part of the ceiling have fallen into rubble. A chair stands near the door in the east wall. The door, hinged along the south edge, opens into the northwest corner of a long room, about 25 feet north to south and 15 feet wide. The floor is tiled with red and white squares. I bet that we got some checkerboard stuff going on here. The only visible exit is a door in the west wall. A tall, closed cabinet fills the northwest corner, and a pedal-driven grindstone stands along the north wall. A large, well-padded chair sits empty before a small furnace in the northeast corner, and an exhaust pipe projects through the ceiling. A long workbench occupies the south wall. 3 long wall shelves over the workbench are filled with hundreds of bottles, some sparkling clean, others dusty. Many have peeling, unreadable labels or no labels at all. You start into the room when you hear chanting. You scan the room, and it's the bat that spoils the surprise your enemies would have won over you. It is large, too large, and clearly a creature of evil as its shining red eyes scan you hungrily. Looking from where it alighted, you see a kneeling man in robes, chanting and glaring at you hatefully. You step to stop the spell, but another sound draws your attention to the south. A humanoid with the head of a tigress lunges for you. We got some battle stuff going on here. Is that a Rakshasa? A were-tigress. Leptor. Hi, Leptor. There we go. Plate mail and ring mail. Okay. Man, all of a sudden we're getting plenty of ammo. Plenty of armor ammo. Plenty of armor. Okay, so he's got an AC of -3. What if I put this on? AC of 0. That's not nearly as good. AC of 1. Super not nearly as good. What? Oh. Yep. Yep. Nope. The bat disintegrates into a cloud of sulfur upon its death. The were-tigress transmogrifies into the form of a dead, nude woman. With their passing, the keep seems all the more still and empty. The room appears defensible. Do you take the time to recuperate here? You darn right I do. You are darn tootin'. You sleep uncomfortably in the alchemy lab. Nothing disturbs your rest, though you hear the sounds of creatures rumbling outside the keep. Okay. I love that. Echo has 73 hit points. Illness has 75. Dusty shelves of books, scrolls, and tomes line the walls of this room from floor to ceiling. All are built into the walls. A single desk and chair stand in the center of the room. One shelf on the east wall holding 12 books is enclosed by glass doors. Glass doors before these 12 books are securely and magically locked. Are you willing to break the glass to get to them? Yes. Originally, there were 15 books behind the glass. 3 were apparently destroyed recently. None of the tomes is marked in any way. Okay, let's take a look at book 1. Strongly imprinted with psychic energy. Just touching it's enough to give you a splitting headache and a flashing image of the stabbing pain held within its pages. You return it to the shelf unopened. What about 2? Tells how to build psionic powers among those with all but unheard of talents. The words within have no bearing upon you or any of your companions. Flames lick out of the book as you open its covers. Ow. Foul book written on the practice of evil religion. It's quickly dealt with and out of your sight. How about 4? Explosive runes. This is very bad. Ow. Baltron's diary. It documents the wizard's attempts to summon Nakamas, the great spirit of the marsh. Baltron theorized that Nakamas is not an individual entity, but rather a composite life force. Therefore, Nakamas would be embodied in every living thing within the swamp. Okay, so 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I'm going to come back to this. Okay. All right. Yes, I know about this already. Okay, there we go. Okay. So now that we did that, we can go back to reading the books. All right. Okay, book 5, 6, 7, and 8. Yes, I don't need these descriptions again. Five, 6, 7, and 8. 5. Guide on leadership skills, rather well written. 6. Crack the spine on an old and very graphic text on marsh diseases. 7. So you pick up the book, a mouth appears and it shouts, "Help, help, I'm being stolen." The mouth vanishes and there's no sound within the keep to imply that anything will respond. This rare text details the life cycle of the beholder. Interesting. It's an account of the life of Keswin, a good high priest. The pages glow when touched for easy reading. 9. Hold in your hands an incomplete manual on the creation of the flesh golem. To use its content without finding the rest of the tome would be to invite disaster. Book 10, a hollow container made to hold a small dark scarab. Do you take it? Yes. Who wants the scarab? Echo Alpha puts it in a pouch. You go about looking at the rest of the book. Then he cries out, "Ah, the scarab has burrowed under Echo Alpha's X5's flesh, is working for the heart. You move to cut the thing out, but it's very deep." All right, I'm going to read these and then I'm going to reload that. The space is now empty. What's up, Cray? You found a spell book. No, I haven't. I found some treasure. Space is now empty. Tome is manual on the summoning of demons. A foul thing bearing the means to summon the attention of several terrible named fiends. Quickly dealt with and put out of sight. Okay, so we're going to reload that. No. Reading is dangerous. I mean, you know, that's the rumor I heard. No wonder they had to go ban books. At any moment, people could do stuff. Okay. Magic books. Okay. All right. Right. Okay. So let's see if we can find anything else. Cabinet contains an hourglass, an astrolabe, prisms, lenses, metal connecting rods for supporting glassware, clamps, rubber tubing, brushes, and the skull of a unicorn. Workbench is solid stone built into the wall. At this end of the workbench is set a bowl filled with green jelly that gives off acrid fumes. In the drawer further to the left is a compartment in the bench holding several small cages, a bellows, and other implements. Still looking for this black flame. Okay, workbench is solid. Iron door covers a 1-foot square compartment. The space is empty and smooth. Labeled bottles and jars in the shelves lining the wall contain nitric acid, sulfuric acid, formic acid, holy water, unholy water, and ammonia salt, copper sulfate, gelatin, alum, giant beeswax, and powdered silver. Only to wizards. Okay. Labeled bottles and jars on shelves in this corner contain powdered lead, zinc, and iron filings, bat guano. I'm standing at a pile of bat guano. Graveyard soil, olive oil, snake tongues, and 2 umber hulk eyes in a clear liquid. Okay, so... there's that. So what I have to find now... Whoops. Nope. Go away. I don't care. Still looking for this black flame. This well-furnished bedchamber contains a large double bed, a dresser, and a pile of books, and a shaving basin on a small nightstand. Wait, I'm not going there yet. Clamber over some of the rubble and pull open the rubble before you to look into the chamber beyond. Green light floods outward, burning your eyes and withering your flesh. The light of the beacon shines unabated upon you, driving you back. Green beacon, stay away. Huh. That's the way I feel generally. Sometimes you just feel like that, right, Chad? Huh. Mm-hmm. Okay, I already know about that. I already saw that. The books on the nightstand are clearly the spell books of some moderately powerful wizard. Clearly. Okay, they're all magical. That's great because I have no idea which of these is worth the most. Okay, we're going to take two-handed sword, 10 arrows. I think that's it. View items. Trade to nonstop. What do you mean he's overloaded? Trade to nonstop. Trade to Hillness. Okay, right now he's got a two-handed sword plus 2. 1d10 plus 5. 1d10 plus 7. What the frick a de frick de frick? Well, hello, nurse. Two-handed sword plus something incredible. Jeez. Short sword, not short sword. Who's using a long sword? Echo is, right? Long sword plus 4. Okay, he's doing 1d8 plus 8 or 1d8 plus 8. Okay, so we now have 2 of those. We have another longsword plus 4 is what that means. One d6 plus 7. Oh, I can't do that, yeah. 1d4 plus 7. Another 1d4 plus 7. All right, Shadow Mage, let's have you take this composite short bow. Okay, so instead of 1d6 plus 6, 1d6 plus 7, it's better. Door to the small room fits poorly. Within, various robes, cloaks, shirts, and other garments hang from hooks set into the walls. A pile of wooden boxes stands against the back wall, which I can't get to. Search through the clothing and boxes, finding a fine fur coat among the hanging clothes. The boxed items were once fine, but have mildewed over the years. Nothing of value remains. The chamber floor is almost completely covered by a round stone platform 6 inches high and 9 feet in diameter. The platform has a silver rim, a keyhole at its center, and 5 complex runes spaced about its face. You read the runes. Who will examine the runes? Well, obviously that's going to be Effect Life just as soon as Effect Life levels up. Okay, let's see. Mage level 3. We have... Could try Charming Monsters. Actually, Minor Globe Invulnerability would be useful too. As would Confusion. Unread runes are indecipherable to Effect Life. Okay. Ah, your friend looks quizzically at the runes, nodding. It appears to be a coded rune, but the direct translation before decoding comes to Shadow Mage's lips. Hesitantly, your friend speaks. 1. Anodium. Shiner. What? He just read it. Yeah. Palms. Dallins. And Nodeg. No key to activate whatever magic is contained within this wheel. Rune wheel with keyhole. Okay. Also, I gotta stop here soon, chat. Top dresser drawer contains pots of cosmetics, perfumes and salves, a tortoiseshell brush and comb, a large felt mouse stuffed with catnip, and several folded gowns. The lower drawer contains men's clothing. Okay. Search turns up nothing of value in the dresser. You also look about and find out nothing of interest in the bookshelves. To your left, steps continue up to the roof of the keep. Stairway ascends to a large room with a 10-foot gap in its north wall. A chimney rises from floor to ceiling in the southeast corner, venting from a furnace below. A winged reptilian creature lies against the warmth of the flue, sleeping cozily. When it sees you, it crows angrily, pushing itself to its feet and clawing its way towards you. You see that its wing is injured. Interesting. Why is its wing injured? Ah, it's a wyvern. Okay. Okay. Very nice. Stairway ascends to a large room. I already know about that. Stone roof of the keep is flat, surrounded by a 4-foot crenellated battlement. Large sections of the corners have collapsed. The green light shines up into the daylight through the holes. The roof is bare except for debris. A screech turns your attention upward where a second wyvern dives down on you with a vengeance. Second one. Ooh, that's not good. I don't know what you're doing here. I like that sprite, though. Okay. Okay, so this is the roof. I keep not seeing it. By the time I see it, or by the time I guess I would have seen it, it's already gone. With the incredible ruthless efficiency of my mods helping, of course. Interesting. Okay. Cabinet stands open. Large stove squats in the southeast corner of the room. Only half of a trapdoor remains to cover a 2-foot square shaft in the northeast corner. Still don't know where the heck this flame is. "30 feet down the shaft, your light reflects off the inky water of this old well. The well reaches an interminable depth and is clearly polluted. Would you like to secure a rope and climb into the water?" Okay. Okay. It's very strange. Okay. All right, third floor. I already know about this. So I'm skipping through here because I already know about these. Appears to be the nest of the carrion crawlers. Anything I find? Okay. Okay. So now I just have to... Okay, I know about that. Okay, to the outside of the keep. Question is, how do I get there? Okay. Okay. That was very confusing for a minute. Okay. So now we're on the keep grounds, but like what? Okay. I feel like I've now explored all of this, though, is the problem. I mean, these are the dungeons. I guess I didn't go here yet. Oh, no, wait a minute. Yes, I did. And that's the cell. Yeah. I know about that. So, I don't know, chat. It may be that, like... Okay. Not doing that again. Right, that was the rot grub thing. This is level 2. I don't... I may have come to the end of this thing because I polytouched the ceiling. What? Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, and then this brings me all the way out. I wonder if what I do is I just depart, if I just leave the area. Because now I should be able to get past those trolls. And maybe I report to what's-his-face. I tell him, yo, dude, I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, all right. So let me kill these guys, get back, and then we will stop for the night. Nothing I like better than having everyone aggro will affect life. It's amazing. No matter where I place them, it's just always like, let's get rid of this guy. Sigh. Not a good time to miss. Stop missing. Jeez Louise, man. Hey, what's up, big boss? They did. No, not really. Nice. I mean, you know, we're much stronger as a party now, so that's part of it. Kick the singed remains of the trolls to the side, ensuring that no open wounds remain unburned to regenerate fresh horrors. Okay. Lay on hands on nonstop. All right, sounds good, Crit. Good night. Yeah, I got to head to bed myself. I have got to head to bed myself. I was kind of hoping we would get through this adventure today, but it was not to be. Bah. Oops. Okay, over here. Nope. End. Okay. See you, Gargoyle. Smashing a mosquito grown to bulbous proportions on the bizarre denizens of the swamp. Already, turn to see Echo Alpha slapping another bug and grimacing at the wound it left. The sound of buzzing is all around. You must have walked through a nest of the monstrous insects. You step forward, telling your friends to hurry along. It's then that you hear Echo Alpha shout again. Turning, you see what at first appears to be a humanoid creature surrounded by buzzing insects. Rather, it's a humanoid form composed completely of insects. It's Insect Man. I want a new bow. You have the best bow in the game. What are you talking about? I don't know what the hell a seafall is. Want a new bow. I want a new bow. One that won't make me sick. You're the best around. All right, we're almost to the where we're supposed to go. And if he doesn't have anything new to tell me, I may just be like, you know what? We're all set with this adventure, and we may go on to the next thing, because it feels a little aimless to me. Of course, affect life. There we go. Yes, I return. Okay, you return to the quiet trail outside La Balna. The hut? What the heck, man? Yes. All right, let's seek out equipment. Okay. All right, it's time to ID some things. Okay, sell that. Sell that. Sell that. Do you see total roll above 90? Yep. Sell that. Sell that. ID, yes. Sell that. ID, yes. Sell that. Wait, what? Sell that, yes. Yep, so it's another longsword plus 4. No. Okay. All right, so now view item. ID, yes. Exit. Yes. Plate mail plus 4. That's what we thought it was. Yes. Yep, composite shortbow plus 5. That's what we thought. ID, yes. Fine longbow plus 2. Yes. Sell, yes. ID, yes. 10 arrows plus 5. Nice. Okay. Only got 10 of them, but that's okay. All he would need is 10. All right. How many? Okay, so he needs another, let's say, 100 arrows plus 2. Whoops. 100 arrows plus 2. Buy. 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. I mean, that's pretty good, though, Shadowed. Okay, so 100, and then Shadowed Mage needs how many? He needs another, also 100. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 1878, 80, 90, 100. Of course it does. View items. I do not. I mean 234 arrows plus 2. View items. Ready. I have lots of gold. Okay. Nope. Gear. So I already had. No more. Yeah, so I have to figure out what I'm going to do about this, though, because All right. So A, 94, the strength of 1800. All right. So we're going to exit. I'm going to have to think about whether we want to keep doing. I may try to see if I can look up Baltron's Beacon and see if there's something I'm missing, because I feel like we did a bunch of the stuff that's there. I feel like we've explored most of the keep at this point, and so I don't know. I'd love to be able to finish it, but we've already gotten our levels probably. So the next up would be to go from Beacon. The next one was Tomb of the Lizard King, I think, and then from the Lizard King into the Fire Drums of the Fire Island or something like that. And that's it for this area. And then we head either south or west. Good night, Dr. Laser Falcon. Always a pleasure. And yeah, we are going to wrap up for this evening, I think. I had a good time tonight, though. We did some good work tonight. So if you liked what you saw and heard today, please make sure to follow the channel, and please check out, and we will do more of this game, by the way. I just don't know if we're going to continue with this particular module, but we're going to keep moving forward with our realm exploration, so we will see. Please make sure to follow the channel. Check out our YouTube with !ArvTube, and if you watch me over on YouTube, thank you so much. And I believe we had a couple of viewers that were watching all along, so thank you for that, and thank you for subscribing to the YouTube channel. We are at a new record now. We've gotten a couple more subscribers over the last couple of days, so please do subscribe there. Check out as well my Discord, !ArvCord. You can hang out with the Arvanauts in between streams. Twitter is !ArvTweets. Blue Sky, !ArvSky. Website, arvanelleron.com. Don't forget that Hearthglow page for that new podcast that we have. I'm going to be doing the next long recording of Hearthglow later on today, Friday, which is going to be a good time. And then Triffid is going to be working her magic so that we can get more smaller episodes of it as well. And you can find that on the Hearthglow page on my website or on the Hearthglow playlist on my YouTube channel. Let's see. On the financial side, !Arv Shop. That's the merchandise area. !Arv That's that Patreon right there, which is sitting at 14 members, 100 per month. I think we may have had another patron jump on board recently, so that's cool. Please support us there. You can get cool stuff there and cool stuff for the channel. You can also get cool stuff by subbing to the channel, which I think one of you did tonight. Subbing and or resubbing to the channel is always a great thing, especially during the month of September. Well, it's good all year round because September only comes once a year. But during September, it'll be a bit cheaper for you. So now's the time if you want to get involved in this. Please do subscribe to us there. That is very much appreciated. If you haven't done so already, please consider as well checking out stuff on the publishing side of things. !Icarus, that's my graphic novel from Athos Arts. !Library is my Tales and Tomes, The Forbidden Library, that's my 5e adventure and sourcebook from Alligator Alley Entertainment. And !Greyshade. Greyshade is my Greyshade IP, Greyshade Renegade Heretic, all part of the Grey Assassin Trilogy, award-winning Grey Assassin Trilogy from Athos Arts. You can get that there. You can pre-order the audiobook of Greyshade from our very own Trent Sparks. And you can, actually not pre-order, you can buy it right now. It's available. And you can also pre-order our Greyshade tabletop role-playing game being done by the amazing and incredible Brandon O'Brien, our very own Brandon O'Brien, and Alligator Alley Entertainment. You'll definitely want to check that out. That's going to be really awesome, coming out late this year, early next year. And as always, !BLM, Black Lives Matter, important to affirm and assert the significance and importance of Black lives. !Help Now, the World Health Organization page on suicide prevention. Important to reach out to others when you need help and reach out to others when they need help as well. And Ukraine, UKRAINE, to help the people of Ukraine as they fight back against an illegal and illegitimate war with bravery and courage, and send a message we will do so for others in this situation in the future. That is going to do it for me for tonight. I'm going to be back Saturday night with more Eberron Oracle of War Stonefire as we move towards the end of Season 4 of Eberron Oracle of War before the Infinity and Beyond crew moves into the second to last season, Season 5. But we're closing in the end of Season 4 with Stonefire, and you will not want to miss it. It's pretty tense right now, and there's good stuff going on, so you'll definitely want to check that out. And then that is going to finish up the month of September, and we're going to move into October, which will involve a fair bit of travel. It's going to involve, of course, our Halloween show. It's going to involve more our vocalists, more tabletop play. It's going to involve a premiere of a new tabletop game as well for us and a whole bunch of other things like that, plus more of this game too, and the Patreon fueled Chat Show's Game of the Month, and a bunch of other stuff. So please do join us over there. Thank you to my wonderful mods, the best in the business. Thank you to Dragonspear, Drew, and Shadowed Mage. You are all the best. Thank you as well to my wonderful Patreon supporters and subscribers. Thanks to Dragon, Drew, Shadowed, Nonstop, Big Boss, MST, Tim Coolish. And thank you to my wonderful viewers. Thank you to Axeman, to Betrader, to Darth Sisu. Thank you to Data, Hugo Z, Hackenbush, Dr. Laser Falcon. Good to see you again, man. Thank you to Gidwin, to Jagtress, Mr. Jonas. Thank you to Marie Radden. Thank you to Mrs. Dunsel, who's lurking in the background. Thank you to Nyapon. And thank you to Wolf. Thanks to everyone so much for being here. Normally I would do a raid, but it is super, super late. So I think I'm going to head off to bed. But as I say, I will be back on Saturday with more Eberron Oracle of War and more of this game coming next week as well. That's going to do it for me. Thanks, everyone. I appreciate it. Please spread the word about the show and what we do here. And thank you for everyone being here. And I will catch you folks soon. Until then, everyone, please be good to each other. And much love. Have a good night. Honk.